Peace and blessings and namaste to all light warriors, workers, and everything in between. It is I, Sophie, today, and I just have a very brief message, and this one is concerning masculine order and feminine chaos, right? We have heard these terms over and over again, and sometimes it doesn't quite sit well, right? Because when you think of chaos, you think of confusion, okay? You think of disorganization, you think of helter-skelter, you don't think of it in a positive light, right? And then you want to associate it with femininity. Ooh, like that's wrong all the way. But I am here to bring some clarity to it. And hopefully by the time you're ending this video, not only will you understand feminine chaos, but you'll learn to embrace it and its power. Yes? Okay, so let's start off. First of all, masculine order and feminine chaos is not equating to just the gender male and female. Okay, we're talking about a principle dealing with the law of gender that coexists outside of matter and that can also incorporate in the realm of matter. All right, but what does masculine order represent? Okay, well, we've been through this before, so we understand it is logic. We understand that it is reasoning. Okay, we understand that it is controlled. All right, this is a controlled nature. It is structured. Okay, controlled, structured, and ordered nature. Okay, and it's done in this way, in its simplicity, even though it is complex in its design, and people aren't really going to know that unless they're part of the people that's designing it, but it's very simplistic in nature, ordered, logical, it's reason, and it functions. All right, and when we deal with what we consider masculine order, we're also dealing with a quantifiable nature. Okay, something that can be shown, something that can be proven. Yeah. When we deal with feminine chaos, we're dealing with an uncontrolled nature. All right, we're dealing with an expansive nature. We're dealing with something that cannot be quantified, not be proven, but still is effective. Okay, typically a feminine energy will start to enter in an equation of a masculine order or a masculine principle when it is time to challenge it, to take it to the next level, or when it's time to evolve, or if it's time to enter into a new age of development. Why? Because the feminine principle is like the primordial waters, the mother. Okay, can you control water? No. And water is considered a chaotic element. However, it is also life sustaining. Yes, it gives us life. So we need water. We need the feminine chaos just as much as we need the masculine order. All right. Now, this happens on a continual basis, a lot more than you ever really realize unless you're paying attention to it. See, the all expansive nature of femininity is all encompassing. It is without bounds. It is without limitation. Therefore, it is considered chaos because you cannot contain it. You cannot quantify it. You cannot prove it. Okay. But we, as divine feminine, we envelop this nature because of our heightened level of intuition. All right. Our heightened level of intuition helps us govern our emotional body and our emotional intelligence. All right. Now, you have heard it said before that men are logical and women are emotional. Okay. I'm going to challenge that because this is what my divine feminine does. We challenge. Right? There is emotional logic. Okay. The reason why it is not readily understood with the masculine principle is because this is something that is felt and it is intuitive. All right. But it does not mean that it is false. All right. With a heightened level of intuition, you have a divine knowing that cannot be explained, that is used to help heighten and strengthen him, to take him to the next level. Okay. In his mind, it is very linear. It is black and white. In the feminine mind, there is no black and white. We see areas of gray and more colors than that. Okay, so a feminine principle will enter in when it's time to change something, when it's time to upgrade something, when it's time to evolve something. We have to, because the only way to dismantle an old system is to challenge it and tear it down so that we can rebuild. All right? And the divine feminine has done just that. And we do this every day too, even in our own relationships with people. All right? We know what we know, and we just know it. All right? But if one has the ability to balance their rational, logical nature, okay, with their emotional nature, you will find that you will advance a little bit higher in your levels of understanding, because you're not challenging something that cannot be proven if you understand that it can still work. Do you understand? It's hard for me to explain it that way. So we're going to take it and look at it in eons, okay? The last eon was the age of Pisces. Pisces was shown by two fish, all right? Showing a duality. Also could be likened to a yin and yang, all right? And you see that one fish is swimming upstream, the other fish is swimming downstream, but collectively they have this beautiful circular pattern because they're working harmoniously, even though it's a separate duality, okay? So you still have these two fishes swimming around each other. This is the masculine principle and the feminine principle trying to achieve a level of equilibrium at this time, right? Now, you head forward to the age of Aquarius. This is where the man is pouring the water. So he has achieved this level of equilibrium, and now he's pouring out the chaos, okay? Or the feminine energy, or the Holy Spirit, okay? Whatever you want to call it, his consciousness, or the consciousness of the Ein Sof, onto the planet now. Okay, this is why we're experiencing this awakening in this manner, because now our consciousness is being poured into our bodies, and they're taking us to higher levels, and they're connecting us back with the source. Okay, but this is a feminine principle that's being poured out, even though it is being held by a man. So the age of duality, or the imbalance of masculine and feminine principles, has ended, and the age of Aquarius, of this equilibrium and balance, is here. It could not have been ushered in without the feminine chaos coming to challenge this. Okay, we come in when it is time, when we are seeing that something is not working, and all of us have experienced this, all of this water. That's why we are challenging the matrix system, right? That's why people are waking up. That's why people are saying this is no good. So something has to change, right? We're starting to see it. And because we're seeing it, you are surrounded with chaos now. All right. And you're being presented with a whole bunch of duality, but that's temporary. Don't worry about that right now, because the new age is going to be beautifully balanced, and it's showing you in its astrological signature. All right. This is the man, he's pouring the water. Yes, he is. He has embraced it, and now he's pouring it outward for all of us. Divine feminine, you can operate in your chaos, all right? You're here to challenge some things. You don't think the same, okay? And you weren't designed to think the same, because nothing ever changes or evolves unless it's challenged, all right? Unless we spot something, unless there is an anomaly in the equation, unless there is a variable in the equation. And guess what? The divine feminine principle, we represent those variables. Yeah. It's too easy. I am Sophie. I love you all.